All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Hope you've had a great day. Welcome back to the channel. And if you want to leave a tip, you can do that in the form of a super thanks in the comments. All right, I'm trying to get back to normal, guys. I'm still on the cold medicine, but I was thinking about the Sebastian Rogers case today, and again, people are still talking about the Bowersox's SUV. I guess they're doing like an overlay, or the Bowersox's SUV, or there might be a SUV that looks like the Bowersox when they do an overlay, or an SUV. Period. So I want to touch on that real quick. So with Kathy Bowersox and her husband, I can't think of his name now. Yeah, I'll just call them the Bowersox. Anyway, their Infinity SUV is new enough, guys, to where, and I mean, I would do this as if I was investigating Sebastian Rogers' case. If I was a detective, I would contact Infinity. Be like, I need to get the vehicle data on this vehicle, or just do it the old-fashioned way and just get with the Bowersox and say, hey, we need to pull the vehicle data around the time Sebastian Rogers went missing. See if you guys were in the area. As a detective, I would just say that. I'd be like, hey, can we, we can do it. If you say no, we can still do it. We're the police. We can get a warrant, whatever. But I want to see from anybody that kind of is in Sebastian's circle. I want to pull some vehicle data to see if anybody was around the house that evening. So police can definitely pull the data. They can pull it remotely. They can pull it, they can go to the Bowersox's house and pull the vehicle data. Either way, they're going to pull it. They can, like I said, they've got the technology now to where they can contact Infinity and they can pull the vehicle data remotely. And if the Bowersox had their cell phones connected to the infotainment center, then the police would have information off the phone because it was connected to the infotainment center in the Infinity. They could, view text messages, call logs, all that stuff through the data that comes out of the Infinity. So, if the Bowersox, if they were in that neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing with their Infinity, if I was a detective, I would probably be able to find that out. If it was their Infinity, I would be able to find that out probably within a couple days. You know what I mean? Couple days. It's as easy as that. Just pull the data, hand it over to the technology people, and get the report back, and they'll be like, hey Don, here's the report on the here's the vehicle report the night Sebastian went missing, and this vehicle was nowhere near his neighborhood. Or it would come back and say, yes, that vehicle was in the neighborhood. And guess what? The phones were in the neighborhood too, because they were connected to the car. You know what I mean? But we don't know what the reports, we don't know what the police have. We do not know what the police have. But I'm just saying, guys, if the police want to know if the Bowersox were in that neighborhood when Sebastian went missing, they would have that information definitely by now. Definitely. So, but, they're keeping tight-lipped. Now, on the situation where, like, if the report come back and definitely a vehicle that the Bowersox owned was in the neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing, you can damn well bet they'd be sitting their asses down like Brian Koberger and they'd be like, the hell are you doing in Sebastian's neighborhood that night? You know what I mean? I guarantee you the cops would have had a serious sit down with the Bowersox if they thought they were in the neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing. They would have a serious powwow and sit down with anybody that they thought was in the neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing. Katie's vehicle, okay? Katie's vehicle is new enough. I think Katie drives an Infiniti too. They can remotely pull the data on Katie's vehicle. They said she went driving around looking for Sebastian the next morning. They've got all that. They've got all that. They can see exactly within, I think GPS is accurate up to like 2 meters. They can see where she is accurate enough up to maybe 8 feet. 8 to 10 feet. So, you have that report that detectives have. You probably have the vehicle report on Katie's car. You have the vehicle report on Chris's truck. Got the vehicle report on the Bowersox's vehicle. And probably whoever else that they're looking at. Maybe even Seth's vehicle. I don't know. But whoever, I mean, if the cars are new enough, guys, the police will have vehicle reports with the data attached to the report showing where those vehicles were at during the time frame when Sebastian went missing. So, I mean, if the Bowersox were not in the area, their vehicle was not in the area, I mean, it'd be nice if they could prove that, wouldn't it? Maybe they could get with Infiniti. There you go. So if the Bowersox is watching this video, if you could get your vehicle data, I don't know if, because you're the owner of the vehicle, I guess you can request it if you want to. So what you could do is get with Infiniti, request the information, the vehicle information on the night, on the day, or the time, I'll say time period Sebastian went missing, and throw that up on social media, and it would put that to rest. It would put that to rest. Now, I don't know how many vehicles the Bowersox have. All I know is that I think he's got an Infiniti. I don't know if Kathy's got an Infiniti. Is it Terry Bowersox? I mean, I don't know how many vehicles they have, but more than likely they're new enough to have GPS in them, navigation. And through that, I bet you the owner can contact the manufacturer. Let's say Infiniti, for example. Hell, I'd call up Infiniti and be like, hey, this is Don Buchanan, and let me give you the VIN number of my car, yada yada. Just gonna see if I can get vehicle data on my car report sent to me. If they can do it, because I'm the owner of the vehicle. I mean, if they can do it for law enforcement, I'm sure they can do it for the person that owns the vehicle. And if the Bowersox can get that and provide that to social media to show that their vehicles wasn't in the area when Sebastian went missing, that might, that might say, okay, well, okay, that we can scratch that off. What about this? We can move on to something else, right? Do you have any other cars that you can do that with? Because a lot of people are looking at the Bowersox for some reason. They're looking at the Bowersox. A lot of people are just, I guess it's their behavior. It's their behavior. I guess people that, from my understanding, people that were coworkers or people that knew them in general are just saying that they can be sketchy people. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know. I don't know myself. I'm just going on what is going across social media. I've seen videos where people's, coworker has said, Terry Bowersox this, Terry Bowersox that, wouldn't surprise me if he tried to knock off his wife. I don't know. I'm just saying, guys. But if the Bowersox can get something to help prove that they wasn't in the area when Sebastian went missing, Well, let's scratch that off. You know what I mean? The law enforcement ain't gonna provide that. I mean, even if law enforcement knows they wasn't in the area, they ain't gonna give it nobody. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna give that information to nobody. But if the Bowersox can prove they wasn't in the area when Sebastian went missing through getting the reports from the vehicle manufacturer, then they can say right here it is. We were, well, the vehicles that are in question were not in Sebastian's neighborhood when he went missing. That might help out a little bit, guys. It might help out a little bit. So anyway, that's what I wanted to get on here and blab about. Technology brain going on. I'm surprised all these, what is in this? And I can't even pronounce that. It's just cold and flu. Equate cold and flu. Anyway, it's got me all stimulated. I'm a technology geek anyway, and I'm just, putting two and two together here, mixing it with, a possible criminal case here. How can technology help shed some light on some of the stuff in this investigation? Well, maybe the Bowersox can request the technology report from Infinity, and they can show social media, hey, our vehicle was not around the neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing. That would be kind of cool to see. So anyway, guys, let me know about that. Leave your thoughts and comments about that. And, hey, if the Bowersox are watching this, hey, reach out to Infinity. See if they can do that. See if they can give you a report on where your vehicle was at the night Sebastian went missing. Be interesting, guys. Be interesting. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for watching. Again, if you want to leave an old tip for Don B so I can buy me some medicine. No, but yeah, if you want to leave a tip down in the comments below in the form of a super thanks, you can do that. And definitely leave some comments. Tell me if you think I'm on to something. Do you think it would help? Do you think it would help the speculation going on with the Bowersox? So let me know in the comments below. See you guys on the next video.